will just make peace with where you are. This is the thing that almost nobody really gets at first, and once you hear it, you'll wonder why you didn't always apply it, because at some level, you've always known it. We're just going to explain to you the very basics of creation. So you sift and sort and identify what you want, and whether you're speaking about it to anyone else or writing it on your own list of dreams and desires and hopes, and you're sending off all your rockets of desires. So when you feel confined to that little airplane tube all day, it makes you want freedom from people, freedom from the demands of people. When you live in the city with exhaust and congestion and tourism and inconsideration, it makes you want consideration, it makes you want cleaner air. In other words, whatever you are living, the contrast always sharpens your desire. So what's been accumulating in your vortex are all of those pieces of all of those desires. Every one of them valid, every one of them chosen by you. Every one of them not just frivolously chosen, but chosen from a life experience that gave you a piece of knowledge that made you know that you preferred that to that and that to that and that to that. So you built this magnificent vibrational reality which will one day, and it can be sooner or longer, will one day be a manifestation in terms of the stuff that you see in houses that you live in and people who live with you and so forth. So it's a future manifestation, but it's a present tense accumulation and vibrational state of being. It's a present tense state of being. It's a reality that exists right here, right now. It's a reality that exists. So as you stand over in your real life experience, sort of railing against the tourism or railing against the exhaust or railing against the noise, or uncomfortable, you hold yourself in defiant resistance to what your vortex is tending to and what your vortex is calling you to. So when you say should I do that, should I do that, I don't know, you're still in a vibrational place of resisting. Your vortex is calling you, but you are not hearing the call, you are not hearing it, because you are using the comparison, struggling, offering too much effort, so you're not in a vibrational place where the vortex can take you in and reveal to you the path of least resistance that will not only take you to where you want to be but give you a joyful journey along the way. But this one factor, this one mindset, this one understanding will change all of that, when you decide to compassionately, we're going to overwork that word for a while, make peace with where you are, meaning, this is a good fit for me right now, it gives me a footloose, it gives me an opportunity to collect data, it's really working in this way and in this way and in this way. I can go to my own space, I can be by myself if I want to. I can move my physical body anywhere that I want to be. I have the ability to go find a quiet place under a quiet tree and have quiet moments. I have the ability to close my eyes and get into my own mind. In other words, I don't need to be someplace different and I don't need to do something different in order to feel the way I want to feel. As you make peace with where you are by not comparing where I could be, but instead, the fastest way, the most powerful way to make peace with where you are is by saying no matter what it is, and there's a lot of pleasing things in here now, this is the beginning of my journey, not the beginning, middle and end of my journey. When all those people get on those airplanes, they're going somewhere. That's why that feels so good to you. They're all going somewhere. And none of them want to be on that airplane. They don't want to really be on that airplane. Nobody really wants to be in that little tube with you, either. But why are they doing it? Because they're going somewhere. Because the call of the journey supersedes where they are, and where they are just doesn't matter very much. It's sort of like, I can do this because it's on the way there. That's the reason that it appeals so much to you, and that's what you want to do with everything. So here, every journey needs a beginning point and every journey has a beginning point, and we've got to tell you, we've said it earlier, but this is a better time and a better place, and you'll feel it even more powerfully as we say it. Where you are is never as good as where you're going, because you have expanded vibrationally and there's more to catch up with. So you've just got to make peace with the not enoughness of what is, in a way that you just accept that it's just always that way. So your eagerness is about the unfolding, not about the getting there. Because you're not ever going to get there. You're not ever going to get to the place where you don't want to build another cabin somewhere else. You're not ever going to get to the place where you don't want another meal, or don't want another conversation, or don't want another good idea, or don't want another reason to feel life flowing through you in another way, you see. Did we get there for you? So what does making peace really mean? It means accepting it as the beginning point of a journey, but it is a journey that is ringing my bells. You cannot hold to it. There it went again. There it went again. There it went again. It will not stand still and therefore it does not matter, it's only the bouncing off place anyway, you see. And so as you accept it as that, call it temporary if it isn't pleasing you, call it long-lasting if it is pleasing you, but make peace with it in every way you can. And so, let's see if we can find it here. What is the most powerful way to make peace with what is? To accept that what is always quickly changing? And you see, you're such powerful, passionate creators that standing still is something that just sucks the life right out of you. The idea of standing still is something you cannot bear to even contemplate because it is so opposite of the eternal fast-moving being that you are, you see.